Okay, y'all. I'm going from Nick Taylor back to Gunny Taylor. I am sick of this. Well, I ain't sick of it, but I am. Now, if y'all ain't into guns, firearms, weapons, or whatnot, don't pay me no attention. Those that are, you understand what I'm saying. The internet loves pushing some BS. You can put in M14 rifle. That's what it's about. I have one. Well, as a DM, when we went to training, we had M14s. Then at the unit, we had M21s. That was the DM rifle when I was still doing the file from the left, column right. Stand fast. But that those days are gone. And I'll come back here to check on something. And why is it such a hated rifle? Bullshit. The only people, these are people that's making articles, copying other people's articles, and probably never owned one or fired one. My father and uncle, Vietnam vets, I knew some of his members, some of the guys that he went with. Both my dad, I remember them when I was a kid, when they would come by the house. When I go to the VFW with my dad, yeah, I'm in a place that's serving alcohol, but you have to remember, it was a different time, in the 70s and 80s. Totally different than the chicken shit you got now. And no, I don't drink alcohol. But anyway, just going with your dad. I've heard so many stories from men that was on the ground in Vietnam about when they got the M16s in, and they were like, what the flip is this? Smaller caliber, no good in the brush, because it didn't have the punch to punch through that brush like the M14 did. And hell, my uncle said they even still had a couple of BARs at his unit and whatnot. Just, a couple of guys, but Vietnam is a totally different thing. And being they're both on fire bases, I still got the map. I have my daddy's map of his fire base. I have photos from his fire base, but I don't have photos of him because he's the one that was taking the pictures. There was no such thing as selfies in 1968. Okay. So, but anyway, he's like, man, they're horrible. They didn't like them. The argument, it was the wrong black powder in the ammunition, and that's what made the rifle foul. And look, 5.56 versus 7.62. This isn't rocket science. They were breaking them, destroying them, refused to give up their M14s. And when you're on a fire base, ain't too many people coming to see you. I mean, the brass your brass is there with you. Your battery commander is there with you. Ain't no majors and lieutenant colonels and full-bird colonels there. Now you get to the big bases like Ripcord and whatnot, and Mary Jane, and that's different, but that ain't where he was at. Because he was right outside of Cambodia. Because, of course, y'all, now, we did not send troops into Cambodia. Why y'all got artillery base there, right at the border? What's your cover? No, wait a minute. Well, get my OB. We weren't in Cambodia. We never sent squads into Cambodia. You're hearing bad information. Where did you get that from? Get my Obi-Wan on. Hey, they done what they done. What you gonna do? But anyway, freaking So they was getting what they wanted. I don't know any soldier from that era that said that that the M16 outperformed their M14. If that and y'all know how the military industrial complex goes, Eugene Stoner, I'm not beating them up. Yeah, what turned out to be a good implement. Yeah, it started as a AR-10, then went to, I get it, and AR, that stands for automatic rifle. No, it don't. It's Armalite rifle, dummy. The A stands for Armalite. Jeez. A simple search. But anyway, the internet, why is it such hated? Why is it so hated? Then in the story, in the body, it'll say, but the men of Vietnam said that they prefer. Then what are you talking about? What are you talking about? We even used it as a designated marksman rifle once the M16 took over. That was all about money. It was all about money. Military industrial complex. Millions and millions of dollars of contracts. That's it. The M14 is so hated that they broke that the government just found thousands of them. I wonder how they done that. And reissued them to certain units when we were in Afghanistan, because the M16 doesn't have the range, and then that then the M4, is shorter, and you need that 1-to-7 twist to really make that 5.56 get out there. Ask me how I know. And you have that going on. So a couple of units, they got brand new crates of surplus M14s straight out of the box. Got a couple of days of training on zeroing. Me, I didn't need anything because I carried an M21. I had an M21. So I didn't need nothing. I was like, hello, my old friend. And but plus, hell, I wasn't behind the trigger then anyway. I had rank. I was on my way out. But I still had one. You gotta carry one. I gotta give me that. But because you weren't shooting across the street and down the hallway and this, that, and other like we were in Iraq. Afghanistan, you're shooting across much greater distances. And in the valleys, the wind swirls. It plays hell on any caliber, but the smaller the caliber is, the more hell it plays on it. And shots that you would miss with a 5.56, that same person with that M14, put a knot in your ass. So, it's heavy. Look, they talking about ammunition heavy. Which one's heavier, y'all? I'm gonna ask you a question. Answer me. Put your answer below. Which one's heavier? Okay? 20 rounds of 5.56 ammunition? 20 rounds. 20 pounds of 5.56 ammunition? Or 20 pounds of 7.62 ammunition? Which one's heavier? Which one's heavier? A ton of feathers or a ton of bricks? Which one's heavier? Stop playing with me. Look, most of us, I'm not talking about support guys. And like I said, y'all know I always say, we need our support guys. Somebody has to fix our SHIT. We need medics to patch us up when we get bits and pieces blown off of us. And it happens. Happens to the best of them. Hell, my ass done been tattooed. My high speed, low drag, Superman, super bad ass been tattooed. I've been tattooed. So anybody can get it. That's why it's called a battlefield. And plus, RPG rounds, incoming RPG rounds have the right of way. Remember that. That might save your life one day. Oh man, my Kenworth is so dirty. God, and I gotta get another for the other side, it's cracked. I don't know what happened, but it's freaking cracked. The one on the driver's side. Oh man, damn! I can't keep shit. But your basic load, because you know when you going out on patrol, your basic load. Magazine. Look, that basic load. We always carried more than the basic load. I got 6 magazines in your pouches. I got a magazine in the rifle. I got 2 or 3 magazines in my freaking rucksack. Man, we carried as much ammo as we could. I ain't never, the whole time I was in, I never met somebody that said, damn, I wish I had less ammo. I wish we didn't have so many bullets. Hell, our RTO and whatnot, we load him down. Load him down. Because he just carrying a rifle, M16. Well, M16, A2, then later on the M4. But anyway, that's all he carrying. And he just got his basic load. Good. Well, you got room to carry some shit from us. Give him a damn belt. Give him a belt for the machine gunner, cause the machine gunner, he got one. The AG, he got belts. Whoever behind him, you got a belt. And the RTO next to LT, yeah, he got a belt. You know, man, we ain't got time for this stuff, man. You know, Amazon wasn't delivering ammunition to us out there at Firebase Cobra. So, look, I just had to vent because I watch these things and I always go to the end to see who wrote this article. And the last one I read, it was some dude that was a reservist, no active duty, younger guy. Then you don't know nothing about it because you didn't carry one. You didn't carry one. And I put the question in, what was your MOS, bro? I guess it's none of my business. I wasn't going to get after him. I'm like, look, man, I get it, people, clicks and views. I get it. Advertisement for your channel. I get it. But man, don't do it at the expense of the war fighters that went out there and fought, and some of them died with this equipment, and bemoan them talking about we hated that rifle. No, the fuck we didn't. I don't know one man. I've never met a man that said, I hate this damn rifle. I haven't. My grandfather's battle implement was the M1 Garand. He probably say the same thing. Well, it only held 8 rounds, which is true. Easy to load after you banged your thumb at least once or twice. You know, but you learn, like he said, you learn fast. And I think it was Patton. Y'all may have heard of him, George Patton. I think y'all might have heard of him. They had to kill. I still say it's an inside job. I can't prove it. I don't think he just had a random brake failure on his car. I ain't buying that one. But like he said, that one of the greatest battlefield implements ever made. And my grandfather, he'd tell you he loved that rifle. That 30-06 and that rifle, he even said, man, I done punch holes right through the door, right through the wall, right through the side of that truck, right through the back, right through the side panel of that truck, and just punch a hole right through them and right to them. Ball ammunition, full metal jacket. 30-06. 30-06 is designed for shooting deer. You know what I mean? Bucks, elk. You know what I'm saying, and whatnot. So shooting a 160-pound dude, 170-pound dude, that's cake. That's like a knife through butter. That's cake, baby. So, yeah, but on full automatic, the M14 is hard to handle. No, it's not. It's a thing called training. That's the same shit where they talking about why the FBI got rid of the 10 millimeter because the females, it was too much recoil for them. So you're gonna neuter the whole damn everything for the handful of female. I think it's FBI. I think it was at the time it was less than 10% were females. But that's training. All that is training. That's weapons training. That's having proper training, proper stance, proper hold, proper grip. Point of aim, point of impact. POA, POI. Point of aim, point of impact. It's training. It's freaking training. God damn it. So, but anyway, and I still my side piece, because normally I carry a 9 millimeter. But when we go hunting, especially when we go hog hunting, I carry my 10 millimeter, my Model 20 Glock. Because 9 millimeter, you ain't gonna do nothing but piss a hog off with that. And a hog will come after you. A feral hog will come after you. He is not scared. She ain't scared. No, nigga. Then you see it, boom, and see that shoulder go, then just put another, you see that shoulder go, and then it go down, then when hit them spikes hit the ground, hit them right in the back of the neck. Watch them turn a flip right in front of you, about 20 yards in front of you. Been there, done that. The internet is a great tool, but sometimes it is doing a little too much. And this is one of them times it's doing a little too much. I forwarded it to some of my buddies and whatnot. Y'all ought to see some of the damn texts I got back and forth with them. So, who the fuck? This the man, tell him, man, what the hell? Blah, blah, blah. You know, look, I get it. Pounds mean pain. We say that all the time. Pounds is pain. The more stuff you carry, the heavier it is, the more pain you're going to endure. That's true. But you want to endure the pain of carrying extra stuff or endure the pain of the field medic pulling shrapnel out of your ass because you done got tattooed by a dude in sandals with a fucking AK? Which pain would you rather have? A sore back? Or you might not be coming back. Sore back for me, please. Which I still got. Oh, they say it's not service related. That's what the VA said. Oh, in your car, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, air mobile artillery? Yeah, no, that ain't service related. Ain't nobody tell you jump out of a perfectly good airplane anyway. That's all on you, big boy. Next! You like, what the hell just happened? I hate the VA. And I ain't saying out, and I don't say that with any form of glee or lightly. I hate going to that place. I really do. But anyway, like I say, the gun guys, let me see. You can see it. See? I don't know how the hell I done that. Mark was driving. He said he ain't paid no attention. I'm like, man, what the hell happened to my damn car? Kim was supposed to be seeing if they can order me one. Supposed to call me with a price. I'm quite sure it ain't cheap, but I gotta have it. I can't ride around like that. Anyway, y'all be good and be safe. I just had to vent. You know, just keep from, man, these people. Look, man, until you've walked that damn path and carried that damn weapon, and you have nothing to base it on. Us that carried them and carried the M16 later and carried the M4 later, we can make that call because we carried them. We can make the call. I can make the call about the M6, my personal experience with the M60 machine gun. Then the 249 SAW. Then the 240. I do not like the 249 SAW. To me, it's a toy. I didn't say it don't work, excuse me. I didn't say it malfunction, breaks, or no. I just don't like it. Yeah, I get it. Common ammunition. It fires to 5.56 just like the rifles do. So your whole squad can carry the same caliber. Okay, so that means all of us suck. That's all that means to me. I need some. My machine gun needs punch. Well, now we're back to where 240, because it fires the same 7.62 by 51 that damn 60 did. The pig. And it was a pig. And yes, that bitch was heavy. Yes, it was. But man, I'm telling you, but you sure if something happened and y'all had contact and over your right shoulder, you hear and you hit that clink, 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 that belt link breaking off. Clink, 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 clink. And you just look up, hey, look, that armored vehicle stopped moving. A little like, cause you get like the BRDMs, BMPs, they're not thick skinned. They're not like shooting a tank. You can shoot those. Those are light armored infantry transporters and whatnot. And when you done got a couple of hits, cause it's backing up and the guys is getting out of it. That mean he hitting them. But anyway, everybody hated carrying the M60 until it was time you needed the M60. And the way our squad was, he was always the RT. He's the RTO and LT is right behind him. So them three are right there in a triangle and whatnot. You got rifleman split. Then we got a stagger. Then we got your advanced party man. He's so damn far up and shit, you can't see him or hear him, which is the way it's supposed to be. That's why he's advanced party. Y'all be good and be safe. Bye.